The Square Ball Podcast.
Well, welcome. The court is now assembled. This is the Square Ball jury. In no way a repackaged heroes and villains.
Nope.
No, sir.
I've certainly not done the prep in exactly the same way as I would have done the old one.
Dan, Michael and Rob here as the Square Ball jury, and it's brought to you, of course, with Levi Solicitors. It will do you 10% discount on your legal fees. levisolicitors.co.uk/the Square Ball. Maybe help you avoid court. They do dispute resolution, as we mentioned. They do wills, probate, conveyancing. There's another airing for the T-shirt if you're on the video version that the listener sent in for Michael. What was his name again?
Mark.
Oh, thank you, Mark. Dear me.
It's because I keep this letter with me.
Yeah. So
it's like when we appointed Nick Hammond and you had to write the word Nick on.
Forgettable man.
Oh dear.
Nick, not Mark.
Yeah, Mark, stay with you forever, I think. Anyway, we're into the TSB. This is the TSB jury. We're in the courtroom is assembled. First, we'll do the Ken Bates Villain of the Week award. Don't forget, we can run through the various candidates here after you've made your witness statement. Put forward to the court who you think it's going to be. Who's stepping up to the Ocky? Did we decide it was a law Ocky?
The Locky.
The law Ocky here at the bar, where one of you will now put forward a case for who you think should be the Ken Bates Villain of the Week award. Then we can, as a jury, debate the merits of that. We can award some petty grievances if we like, other genuine candidates, that kind of thing. You know. So what's the jam? It was petty grievances. What was the other one we had?
It was like legitimate.
It was legitimate grievance. No, hang on a minute. I've got my notes here.
You formulated this.
I did. I've only written it down in my stupid scroll here.
He's like Louis Sinistera looking over his contract.
Cheap shots, that was it.
Cheap shots.
So villain of this, handwritten in a pathetic scroll. Villain of the week is what we're looking to.
This is meant to be a legal document. Do you think this is how the Founding Fathers did it?
I'm going to write this down. Then I'm going to print this off then in a flowery legal script, probably Times New Roman.
Guess I want to do it with Moscow. Will have a quill. He can do it on some parchment.
So we're looking to award the Villain of the Week. We can assign petty grievances and take some cheap shots in among those people that have been nominated. Who would like to step up to the Ocky?
For the who I believe it should be.
Who you believe it should be. Are you doing Villain of the Week then?
I'll do it.
Right.
It's Willy Gnonto, isn't it?
Right, okay. You've now got an indeterminate amount of time to address the court and tell us why you think it should be Willy Gnonto.
Yeah, because of all the stuff he's done, like, it's right bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Needs to just start playing football again. He's a young man who's good at football, so why doesn't he just decide to do that again? Because we're not going to sell him. He doesn't want to go to Everton anyway, and they seem to be the main team that are in for him. I would urge him not to go to Everton full stop, because Sean Dyche likes big men, famously very small, Willy Gnonto, so he's not even going to be any use unless he's going to put him and Jack Harrison in a long coat.
So they've just signed Jack Harrison for the left-hand side. Nowhere for you to play.
Nowhere for him to play. And I'd like to see, having nominated him for having made the prediction of him as Player of the Year, it's now looking difficult for me. So I'm looking for a way back for both him and myself.
That was over on the members show. We did our predictions, didn't we?
I think I did that prediction a day before it was announced he'd gone on strike.
Excellent timing as always.
We really know what we're talking about on here, don't we?
But there is a precedent there for him. Do you remember when Jermaine Beckford was faffing about? There was the stuff around the Scum game. He'd handed in transfer requests because he wanted to go to Newcastle. Then he was dropped for a bit because Grayson thought his attitude wasn't right. And then he came back. Then he got us promoted. And all people remember now is Jermaine Beckford,
Bristol Rovers, Scum. Willy Gnonto can do the same. He can score goals to get us promoted. People will be like, oh, he did that daft thing for a couple of weeks. Yeah.
But we forgive him now, don't we? Because he scored 27 goals, got us to the Premier League. It was all great in the end. So that's his way back. But till that point, we've not had a player on strike for a long time.
Until he scored 27 goals.
27 goals.
Completely arbitrary number for forgiveness.
And I don't want him cupping his tiny little ears when he does it either. I want him hands up. Yep, scored some goals. Nice one.
Yep.
Off we go.
Good. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Have you got any witness statements you'd like to use to back up your position here?
Well, Wedge wants him and Sinistera. He wants to chuck them on bikes from 9 to 2 or whatever stupid short days they have. Tell them to bring their own packed lunches and buy their own socks too. Hope they get fined double their wages for every game they refuse to play. Pair of absolute characters.
Taking it back to the Chileno days there, wasn't it? Bringing your own packed lunches and your own socks.
Yeah, it was Matt Smith doing the cooking? I can't remember now. There was some of the assigned footballer adults had to cook lunches for the others because the others were like, I don't know how you cook pasta. Seems difficult.
So they chose the tallest.
Like, Matt, you've been to university. You know how to cook pasta, don't you?
Adam has weighed in with his witness statement, says deciding at 19 years old after a few games in the Toblerone League and 6 decent games for Leeds that he's peak Maradona mixed with the leaders of the general strike of 1926. Fool.
And a couple of people nominated him for their own mug purchases.
Marco and Luca have both bought Willy Gnonto mugs. I think we should strike these from the record, these witness statements, because those mugs are great and they commemorate a great goal.
Yep.
By a little prick.
And Luca has found a use for it. He says, what should I do with my mug? Probably fill it with shit. Sadly, like he and his agent seems to have done.
That is an option. Speaking of his agent, is this another genuine candidate maybe for taking him down the wrong path?
Yeah, we knew his name, but I've forgotten it already now. But yeah, his agent's a dick.
Let's call him Dave Dickhead.
Thing is, it may be Willy's choice, this, but surely you'd speak to your agent. And his agent should have, at the very least, said, well, that's not a good idea.
I see, because when we sat down at that table and we wrote on that piece, you remember when you wrote your name, Willy, on that piece of paper? Yeah.
And they'd be like, yeah, remember when you didn't insert a loan clause?
Yeah. Get out.
I'm on strike because of you. I'd already be at Everton by now.
So, I mean, I feel like that goes beyond petty grievance and into genuine candidacy, that is his agent.
What, his agent?
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to give Willy an out, I suppose, so to speak. But yeah, I think Willy just needs to have this.
I think it's very hard to think of particularly because we don't know quite what the issue is with Sinisterra. I mean, he still wants out, by the way, we should say. Dickhead. Talented dickhead.
Yeah.
That's what hurts, doesn't it? These players who are good wanting to leave. Never mind the shit ones. Any cheap shots, petty grievances you want to bring to the court? Anyone do you disagree with Michael at all, Rob, here as the part of the jury?
No, it's Willy Gnonto, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is. There's a couple of cheap shots, petty grievances at Little Scum Bastard for crossing and shooting and giving away penalties.
Yeah, I mean, it was annoying, but it feels a little bit misguided right now.
And one for Jake Florida's nominated Luke Ayling as well. Says, I'll always love Bill, but god damn it, he was terrible once again today. Can't track wingers anymore. As a fullback, that's pretty fucking important. Yeah, and it is getting a bit awkward with Ayling. Because I never want to slag him off.
That does feel like a cheap shot.
But he's been dreadfully out of position in all the games he's played so far. There's been points where he's just been left for dead, kind of on halfway in every game.
He's missing Stuart Dallas, that's all it is. That's all I can put it down to.
Maybe. Although Cody Drama is back now, isn't he? Is what Farker was saying. So
Cody Drama needs to be good, doesn't he? That'd really help.
Yeah, he needs to play well at some point as well, because I've still not seen him do that for us.
It's been great for Luton and Cardiff.
Victor Orta gets a couple of mentions by our witnesses.
I feel like it's more than of the week is Victor Orta.
Yeah.
You could probably there's probably a case for renaming the whole award after him the way this summer's gone, but we can't take it off Ken, can we?
No.
At least not until Ken's dead.
No. And they're not even cheap. A cheap shot towards Victor Orta would be laughing at the fact that Sevilla lost to the Manchester Death Star in the Euro Super Cup.
I didn't even realise that was on last night. It was one of those where you looked at your phone and went, oh, right. But then until you said it, I completely forgot that he would be there as well. That's annoying, actually, now you've said that.
I hope he broke his phone again.
I do. Scott White did nominate an orca as well, killer whale. Yeah. Which I think autocorrect has got the better of him. He says orca, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I've got no real
Team Seal.
Are you into the seals?
Well, I don't like the way they treat them.
Yeah, they are mistreated by orcas, to be fair. But then
and Victor Orta.
But humans have been mistreated.
Him and Stroud. He's like an aquatic Stroud. Is Orta.
Him and us humans have been mistreating orcas for quite a while now. Keeping them in like small tanks and that. Just let them out in the ocean. Maybe not the ones that you've kept in tanks who don't know how to.
Put one in with Victor Orta.
You think so?
Maybe that's the alternative.
Orca versus Orta. Interesting thought.
Get it on LUTV. 10 quid.
It would be as well, at least, wouldn't it? Fucking grasping bastard.
Anyway, it's Willy Gnonto.
49ers get a mention as well for being backseat owners and all the stuff you can imagine. Well done, Willy Gnonto. That's a sad path he's taking.
Turn it around, Willy.
Yeah.
There's still time.
Yeah.
Just about.
There's a redemption arc. The Gaetano Berardi Hero of the Week award also needs to be awarded. We can give formal commendations. We can give a little doff of the cap, and the banging has started downstairs, which is great.
That's the jury's. What is it? The gavel.
It's the gavel. Yeah. It's my foot gavel underneath me,
like a bass drum.
Yeah. if you're new to the show and you don't know what that is, they're renovating the floor below us, which we're moving down to, aren't we? In a few months, so they are technically building our new office down there, a new studio. So
Probably a hot tub going in.
Yeah,
I would imagine.
Yeah,
the bar, pool table, it's getting everything.
It's not, is it?
It's not.
It's a really, really small space.
I've not heard about this. Sounds amazing.
You won't be invited.
You're not. This is the management office. There's a staff office next door that you'll be in.
The cupboard.
The broom cupboard. Gitano Parade Hero of the Week award. Formal commendation. Doff of the cap for anybody you just want to recognise and just say, yeah, we see you, we recognise you. Would you like to make a statement, Rob, to the court for who you think should be the hero of the week?
I would like to nominate, defend,
Put forward.
celebrate, put forward.
Yeah.
Ethan Ampadu. Few reasons. Mainly, he's just really good. He was the best player at Birmingham, I thought.
David has provided a witness statement to the court saying he's just really good and we need 9 more like him.
Yeah, and I think that taps into the second reason, that he shows that signing good players is a good idea.
Yeah, and doesn't have to involve jizzing £25 million up the wall to somebody in the Alpine League.
You do wonder with Victor Orta. I'm going to remind me, I'll ask Angus about this. Not that he'll tell me.
To write it down.
But with Victor Orta, you do wonder if it's quite common for directors of football and stuff to have things in their deal where if a club makes a profit on a player, they get a bit of it.
Yeah.
You do wonder if that led to him
he's not
thinking,
getting any bonuses then, is he?
Well, no, but you do wonder if that led to him thinking, oh, well, if I can get someone and make a big profit on them, that's probably more important than just getting some people who are good now.
Yeah.
Like a left back, for example. Mm-hmm. But anyway, yeah. On the ratings, Ampadu wasn't quite man of the match. 6.38 versus Archie Gray 6.41. But I think there's a grey uplift on that.
This is the Birmingham scores by our TSB Plus members, yeah.
I thought Ampadu was the best player.
The dickhead referee got 3.18 out of 10, and then Luke Ayling scored fractionally better. Dan James, Jorginho Ruta, Joe Gelhardt, your bottom sort of 4 or 5 there. Farker scored equally high though with Archie Gray, got 6.41 out of 10, even though he's still in the honeymoon period, isn't he? Because it's still not his team, and we're only just seeing the football trying to bed in with a bunch of children who were out on loan last year.
There was nothing he could do there, was there? He could just point at the team and say, look at it.
Do you think I want this?
Yeah. Number of people have actually been mentioning Farker. Does he need a formal commendation, or at the minute is it still just off of the cap until this all
I think following his presser and everything, the calm he's bringing,
yeah,
I think he needs a definite
formal
commendation.
I want to think of a better word for that.
Well, it's because you've tried to frame it in a legal context, and
none of us know anything.
You don't, and also you don't like generally drag people into court and just go, "Well done."
Well, this is our car. I said this last week. You in Moscow trying to shoot down this idea. Just be nice, jury, court, Levi solicitors. Just roll with it. It's our court. We can do what we want with it. It can be a nice court. Like you said last week, you get dragged into court. Oh, this is going to be bad. I'm not going to enjoy this. Well, you can come to this court and have a nice time.
I suppose Salzburg did, didn't they? When they took us to that one in Switzerland.
Leipzig it was, mate.
Leipzig,
yeah.
That was it, sorry. Other fizzy drink
people.
people.
Other taurine peddlers, yeah.
That's the ones. North East John says Farker, he describes this in an impossible hard situation.
Impossible hard.
In what month are we in?
August the 17th it is today, as we record.
Is that the pronunciation I was looking for?
August.
August. In a possible hard situation all through August. But hopefully September will be better.
John, Kevin or Justin.
Yeah.
He could become a cult hero, as North East John mentions. Yeah, I like the cut of his jib, I have to say.
Yeah, he seems
like he's a sensible man.
Yeah, and just seems to be taking no nonsense from people or the board, I suppose.
His employers.
I was going to say in the way that he's talking about things.
What was the Bielsa phrase? Selling smoke? Like he doesn't sell smoke, doesn't Farker, and I like him for that.
But he's not equally. He doesn't. You don't get the impression he's fully kind of disassociating himself from it either. Because sometimes managers, when things are going bad around them, they just go
need more players.
Like Warnock used to do. Be like, well, what can I do really?
I mean, if it's a favour to the chairman.
Yeah. But he's not doing that, is he? He's kind of going, no, but this is the job.
Yeah.
Like, I knew what I was taking on. I knew there'd be some of these issues. It's terrible, but here we are. There's still enough to build on, and we're hoping to bring more players in. He's looking at the positives as opposed to just going, well, it's not my fault we're losing to Birmingham.
But also, in the process of all this, making it blatantly clear what needs to happen. he's been authentic. I think that counts for a lot these days. So yeah, formal commendation for Farke.
Yeah.
Very good. Do you think he'd be happy to receive that?
Yes.
You're scared of the voice now, aren't you? You're scared of the voice.
Unbelievably scared.
Baz, the Baron of Sandal, has nominated Tom Brady. So this is a belated one from last week, is it? Oh no, actually, I've just realised it's the length of the week and all the events that have happened in it that no, Tom Brady still falls into this. For braving white jeans, we went in on Tom Brady on propaganda a bit, didn't we? Saying he looked like a doll. His face is very fixed.
I thought he looked like a spy. He was sort of dressed in like a big trench coat, wasn't he? Sunglasses. I was just waiting for like an upside down newspaper that he was like peering over to watch the game.
Well, Baz was impressed by his white jeans. I would say Tom Brady is just a little bit older than me. I won't be wearing white jeans. You don't wear white jeans. I don't care if you live somewhere warm. Wear linen if you're of a particular age.
Is that what you do?
No, if you're in somewhere warm, let's say you live in Florida or the tropics or whatever, wear linen. Don't wear white jeans. Only bad things can happen when men wear white jeans.
I just never wear jeans at all now.
No.
Since
You're just giving up.
Since self-employment, it's just shorts.
Yeah.
Shorts or a jogging bottom.
I have got shorts on today. You have as well, haven't you? What about you, Rob?
Not shorts today.
Just nothing from the waist down.
I've got my white linen trousers on.
Good boy.
Swinging free ears.
So, Tom Brady's he's not even having a doff of the cap, is he, for that? No, grow up. Get a proper dress sense, man.
I hope someone spilled Guinness on him.
Yeah, you're in your mid-40s. Or he's just gone to the toilet, some drips have escaped. There's no way around that.
Well, the white wouldn't show as badly as like on a beige. A beige would be the worst for that.
What if you were dehydrated?
Well, like a super yellow.
Yeah. A big golden circle around the groin area. No, Tom. Who did we say? Ampadu.
A man who's got no piss on his trousers whatsoever.
Yeah. And do you know Ampadu? Ampadu might yet turn out to be a horrible mercenary bastard who wants to escape Leeds United and get back to the Premier League. But right now, he's a hungry young man who seems determined to make Leeds United better. And I like him for that.
He's got that new job enthusiasm, hasn't he?
I also can't stop singing his name to Electric Avenue. I think it fits nicely, to the point that the other day, I forgot I'd ordered this, but the 7-inch single of that song turned up because I got drunk on holiday and ordered it off eBay.
Not Black Lace for you then?
No, but that was $3.99 well spent.
I introduced an American friend to Agadoo
Wow.
the other day. Deeply impressed.
Have they gone deeper into the back catalogue?
No. But I'm always proud of Black Lace, being from Bradford myself. It was.
I'm sure everywhere in Yorkshire tries to claim Black Lace. I think Wakefield tried to claim Black Lace as well.
They're ours. Back off, bitches.
I reckon one of them's from Wakefield.
No, not having it.
Silently Googling.
So I've immediately gone for Wikipedia.
Right, I'm fucking proving wrong here.
You're not having Black Lace.
Get the birth certificates up, come on.
Yeah. Well, anyway, let's just agree they're from around here.
Let's have a look. Party records, Agadoo, Superman. Classic school disco material, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Apart from gangbang.
What, sorry?
Apart from we're having a gangbang.
They've had they're one of these bands that have had an ever rotating lineup. But Colin Gibb and Gordon King were the original Black Lace. Let's find out where they were from, shall we?
Terry Dobson, Wakefield. There you go. He was the drummer. So yeah, lots of people are laying claim to Black Lace.
We need a court ruling on this, don't we?
Are these going to become the hero of the week now?
Right, okay. We'll come back to Black Lace in a future episode. Or maybe we'll just let it peter out and never return to this because it's not that important.
It's not important.
No, it's not important.
Let's
So
agree to share them.
Ampadu gets the Gitana Baradi Hero of the Week award. Well done. Is that it then, is it?
Suppose so. Get back to work, Willy Gnonto, please.
Yeah, and
We'll end on a plea.
you just get on the redemption arc.
Exactly.
That's all that needs to happen.
It's there for you.
Yeah.
Just jump. Do you jump on a redemption arc? Swing off it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Climb aboard it?
Slide down it.
Slide down it?
Yeah. Surf it.
Surf the arc, let thousands of people shout, you little turncoat bastard at you, and score some goals.
Yeah, it's all pantomime. We'll boo him for a bit, then we'll like him again maybe in a bit. We'll say, we'll forgive all that because you're doing nice stuff for us on a football pitch, you little prick.
Sold by the time this goes out,
Yeah.
I imagine.
There you go then. Court dismissed. We'll catch you next time.
The Square Ball Podcast.